Hi, in this video we are going to see about gun microphone. Gun microphones. The necessity of having a microphone within a short distance of the sound source can in some cases be an inconvenience. In particular, with film and television work, it is essential that the microphone is out of camera range, but there are many other applications where it is not possible to get very near to the source of sound. An ordinary microphone will pick up sounds from quite a long distance, although the electrical output will be small because of the square law reduction of sound intensity. This in itself is no great drawbacks as extra gain can be provided in the amplifier. The real problem is that unwanted sounds, which normally would be so weak as to pass unnoticed, now assume a significant proportion compared to the required sound. The extra amplifier gain used to increase them too. When operating outdoors, this means that distant traffic, aircraft, dogs barking, wind noise, and other such sounds become obtrusive while indoors reverberation from walls and ceiling becomes greater in proportion to the direct sound, so giving an indistinct distant effect. The shotgun condenser of microphone is shown in this diagram. Consider now a sound coming from a point well off axis. It follows two paths, one direct through the gap and other indirect through the tube. The latter is longer and so the sound wave following this path arrives later. The difference in length between the two paths is equal to the length of the tube in the case of a sound source at its right angles to the tube axis, but is less for any angle smaller than a right angle. When the difference is equal to half the wavelength of the sound, there will be half cycle delay between the waves following the two paths. The compression part of one will coincide with the refraction part of the other. This cancellation occurs when the length difference is half a wavelength and so also at 1.5, 2.5 and 3.5 wavelengths and so on. However, this can be true only when each successive sound wave is identical to its predecessors, such as in the case of a pure tone. Natural sounds are rarely like this as there are constant changes of wave shape and intensity, and so cancellation beyond more than a cycle or two will not occur. In practice, the half and perhaps 1.5 wavelength can only be expected to suffer cancellation, as the path difference varies according to the angle of the sound source from the tube axis. The exact frequencies also vary. The advantages of gun microphone is to cut down sounds coming from the directions other than the desired one, which means that the wanted sound is greater in proportion to the unwanted one, but it is not actually greater enough to be picked up by any other microphone. Thank you. For some while, professional engineers have been using the gun microphone, which is also known as the rifle and barrel microphone. Sound coming from all the directions other than the one to which it is pointing are eliminated. Two types of constructions can be used and both make use of interference principle. Thank you. In this video we see about gun microphone, how it is constructed and what are the advantages and disadvantages of the microphone.